For the couple of critics out there who've been watching me and giving me advice, how could you let me do this? You let me put in insulation that is for 2x6 in studs. So my studs are 2x4, so I've been putting in insulation that's for 2x6, which comes out farther. So the person at Home Depot who I asked, like, is that a really, really big mistake? He said it's just about the air passage through the insulation is going to be a little bit more cramped than it has been scientifically tested to be for the most efficient. So what he would do is to just change the type of insulation that I'm getting, which is for the 2x4, and it's the purple kind. I think why I got the 2x6 is because I was more focused on getting the right width, so the 24-inch, than I was getting the 2x4, which I need, because just because I thought that 2x4 was the only way to build something, but they have 2x6 for attics or something, I don't know, and I guess you can build it for walls too. And since this is more common, I think a lot of these were already out of stock and I didn't really see it, so I just kind of overlooked the kind that I actually needed. So I'm going to just leave what I did there and even use the rest of the 2x6 insulation so that I'm not wasting it, and then just continue it on with the 2x4 insulation wherever I need it. So today I'm going to start using the 2x4 in the attic or in the loft area and installing that. But first I have to do something real fast. I think I need to test it to see if it can hold me. It can hold me. It's real hot up here, so that's great. But I opened a window, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to start insulating each space in between. Hopefully not fall through and die. And then do these three, and then do those spaces in between those boards over there. Alright, the first one is done. Sorry I'm so sweaty. But I decided to put the paper on the top just for gravity purposes. It's easier to staple it down instead of up, and the in-between walls don't really need the paper anyways, so it doesn't really matter which side I put it on. And on top of that will be a sheet of wood, so that will go in very soon, maybe this video, because I can probably get a truck rental tomorrow morning and bring some sheets of wood finally to finish this loft floor. I'm sitting on the edge of the very last one. I got all 3 of those panels installed and just need to cut out pieces to go in these 4 spots. So I'll do that now. Alright, that's done. I will see you tomorrow. I feel like talking about these things are just bringing more attention to already terrible things, but they are affecting my ability to continue mediocrely building my house. So the first thing that happened was my car was vandalized at work, and appropriate actions were taken to report that, and my front windshield was replaced off of my dime, and I wasn't going to say anything after that. I was going to continue because I didn't feel like it was enough of a problem that it would have delayed anything that I have going on with these videos and building my house. But the second thing that happened was I was violently injured at my workplace, and so now I'm recovering. My physical injuries are my nose, my forehead, the back of my head, my back slightly, and my knee slightly. And like, my message, since I'm a cashier, like to other cashiers, is to really be careful. Like, you're not in control of the moods that people are in when they walk into the store, and that anything that you do might set someone off, and could be as simple as placing 2 pennies on a mutual ground, a table between you and a customer. That's not to say that, like, you shouldn't go to work or you should be scared for your life every time you do business at your workplace, but I'm an example of what could possibly happen. It's not only setting me back in time, since I'm not going to be either working or working on my house until Monday. Today is Saturday. But also, it takes me back a step in my emotional and psychological state. Since I have had problems in the past, that was kind of hitting me in my weakest spot, my head, and so I will be not only going to the doctor, which I've done twice, and also doing another follow-up, but also I will be seeing a counselor, and I mean, there are like questions that people have during these kinds of things in their mind, of weaknesses and actions that you should even take, and my advice is just, if someone is like hurting you, damaging your body purposefully with force, definitely legal actions should be taken no matter what. If it's a family member, a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, someone you're doing business with, legal actions should be taken. And that's something I had to learn over time. Next thing that I will be doing is just putting together my loft floor, so that's the next scene. I just kind of wanted to briefly touch on what happened this week. I will see you Monday. I'm in my dad's truck. I'm going to have him help me with the 3 plywood boards that I need for the loft. Me, Donald Duck, my dad. Alright, the 3 loft boards are finally here. I think the most that I'm going to be doing is just measuring and marking the boards to be able to fit into my loft, and I will do that tomorrow. Alright, today I was actually able to cut the boards down to the right size to be able to go into my loft floor, because it was a lot simpler than what I had originally thought. The length of them is the right length for them to be in my loft floor. It's the 8 feet, and then the width is all I have to do with these tongue and groove boards is cut off the tongue of this board, and then this board wasn't cut at all, and then just cut a smaller piece with the tongue right here, and then the other side flat like the first side. So next video I will be installing them, and I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll see you next video.